Good morning. It's March 10th. Time for Proverbs 10. Had the time change today, so set our clocks forward an hour. And it's 7:30 right now, and it's still dark outside now. I don't know if I like that or not, but you get used to it, I guess. I tried to find out what time it really was, and the internet was no help, as far as what the true time is. I guess the only way to really find out is to put a stick out in your yard and wait for the shadow to completely disappear. Then you know it's exactly high noon. And it might do that at some point. But let's jump over. I can't get these glasses clean. We'll jump over and do Proverbs. Okay. Get a little smaller here. There we go. Okay, wise sayings of Solomon, the Proverbs of Solomon. And this is where you want to pay close attention, because this is where it all starts at. Man, I cannot get those glasses clean. There's a spot on these glasses I can't see out of them. Oh, that's a little better. Okay. The Proverbs of Solomon. A wise son makes a glad father, but a foolish son is a sorrow to his mother. It makes you think of all these kids protesting and robbing stores and looting things and burning cars. And their parents must be so proud. Not. 2. This is a good one. Treasures gained by wickedness do not profit, but righteousness delivers from death. You can see we highlighted this before. And I always like the way they put that. Ill-gotten gains do not benefit. Right? Ill-gotten gains. Yeah. The Lord does not let the righteous go hungry, but he thwarts the craving of the wicked. Got that? Let's highlight this right here. I have been poor, but I have never gone hungry. Okay? A slack hand causes poverty, but the hand of the diligent makes rich. Right? We might end up highlighting all of these. Okay? If you do nothing, you'll get nothing. Right? Just that simple. Do nothing, you'll get nothing. A son who gathers in summer is prudent, but a son who sleeps in harvest brings shame. Right? Lazy kids. Blessings are on the head of the righteous, but the mouth of the wicked conceals violence. All right. See enough of that in the world today, don't we? 7. The memory of the righteous is a blessing, but the name of the wicked will rot. All right. The memory of the righteous is a blessing. That's interesting. What did we use last? The wise of heart will heed commandments, but a prating fool will come to ruin. A babbling fool. There you go. Prating, that's an interesting word, huh? Right. He who walks in integrity walks securely, but he who perverts his ways will be found out. I always like that one too. Right. One who walks in integrity walks securely. One who perverts his ways will be found out. Right. Walk in integrity. That means never telling a lie and always being honest and always being humble. 10. He who winks the eye causes trouble, but he who boldly reproves makes peace. What to say? He who winks the eye. 8. Babbling fool. I'm just thinking about that. He who winks the eye, that means you're doing something underhanded, right? Causes trouble. We know that. But a prating fool will come to ruin. A babbling fool, right, will come to ruin. That's the word for word. Oh, 11. The mouth of the righteous is a fountain of life, but the mouth of the wicked conceals violence. Like that. The mouth of the righteous is a fountain of life. Hatred stirs up strife, but love covers all offenses. That's pretty basic, huh? Love covers all offenses. 13. On the lips of him who has understanding, wisdom is found, but a rod is for the back of him who lacks sense. Right. On the lips of him who has understanding, wisdom is found. Wise men lay up knowledge, but the babbling of a fool brings ruin near. He says that a lot, huh? Not babbling fools come to ruin. There's a lot of those, especially on the internet. Oh my goodness. A rich man's wealth is his strong city. The poverty of the poor is their ruin. The ruin of the poor is their poverty. The wage of the righteous leads to life, the gain of the wicked to sin. Got that? Got that one? Mm-hmm. He who heeds instruction is on the path to life, but he who rejects reproof goes astray. That's a good one. That's a good one. Heed instruction. Pay attention, right? 18. He who conceals hatred has lying lips, and he who utters slander is a fool. Right. Ever see anybody concealing hatred? You can see right through them. Right? And they tell lies, and they fake smiles. Isn't that nice? Right. 19. When words are many, transgression is not lacking, but he who restrains his lips is prudent. Okay? What do I always say? Paul says, more than anything, keep your mouth shut. Right? It's better not to say anything. Right? 20. The tongue of the righteous is choice silver, the mind of the wicked is of little worth. Right. Pretty simple, huh? The lips of the righteous feed many, but fools die for lack of sense. Right. Good. 22. The blessing of the Lord makes rich, and he adds no sorrow with it. And toil adds nothing to it. Like that. Blessings of the Lord make rich, and he adds no sorrow with it. Okay? You're not worried about where the money came from. You didn't steal it. You didn't steal something and sell it, and you got the cash, and this is my cash, and you're always, looking over your shoulder and stuff. No sorrow. That's a good one. It is like sport to a fool to do wrong, but wise conduct is pleasure to a man of understanding. Yeah. You see these people burning cars and looting stores and stuff. They do it for fun. Okay? They do it for fun. But wise conduct is pleasure to a man of understanding, and we are trying to be people of understanding, right? If you understand why something happens, you'll either know not to do it or to do it. Right? It's understanding. Yeah, what's it say over here? Understanding. Right? 24. What the wicked dreads will come upon him, but the desires of the righteous will be granted. We're going to be highlighting a lot of stuff today. What the wicked dreads will come on him. Yeah, they're always afraid of getting caught, always hand over your shoulder, afraid of getting hurt. And you know what? What they fear will come. 25. When the tempest passes, the wicked is no more, but the righteous is established forever. Over here it says, when the whirlwind passes, the wicked is no more, but the righteous has an everlasting foundation. I like that better. Right? Righteous has an everlasting foundation. That's a really good one. Yes. The storms come, all these people didn't prepare for it. Wicked ones get swept away. And they keep talking about a storm coming. It's all one of the buzzwords in all the political stuff right now. There's a storm coming. We're waiting for that. 26. Like vinegar to the teeth or smoke to the eyes, so is the sluggard to those who send him. The lazy one to those who send him. The sluggard to those who send him. Yeah. You gotta remember back then they didn't have internet communication of any kind. They didn't have it. So they had to send messengers. You send a lazy, good for nothing messenger, and he's going to leave words out. He's going to say the wrong thing, and he's going to make you look stupid. And like vinegar to the teeth and smoke to the eyes. Okay, 27. The fear of the Lord prolongs life, but the years of the wicked will be short. Let's just highlight this whole chapter, okay? Fear of the Lord. Fear, reverence, awe, majesty. Fear of the Lord prolongs life. The years of the wicked will be cut short. And why are the wicked years cut short? Because Satan wants to keep them away from God, okay? And there's every chance that anybody but there's been some of the most wickedest people, heads of the satanic church, who have been saved and come to know Christ. Satan doesn't want that. So when they're at their worst, he'll cut it short so they die in their sins. Right? And he has stolen one more soul from heaven. And that's my opinion of why the years of the wicked are cut short. Okay? The hope of the righteous ends in gladness, but the expectation of the wicked comes to naught. Naught. I like that word. The hope of the righteous is gladness, but the expectation of the wicked perishes or comes to naught. You can't say that without adding an English accent. It comes to naught. Right. That's what we're waiting for. The hope of the righteous ends in gladness. Right. I have hope. Right. 29. The Lord is a stronghold to him whose way is upright, but the destruction of evildoers. Like I said, we're going to highlight this whole chapter because these are all the wise sayings of Solomon. 30. The righteous will never be removed, but the wicked will not dwell in the land. Right. No matter what you're seeing in government now, pretty soon the righteous will take over. Okay. 31. The mouth of the righteous brings forth wisdom, but the perverse tongue will be cut off. Oh, you got that? Keep your mouth shut. The perverted tongue will be cut out. Ooh, that sounds terrible. It makes you all tingly. You're like, yuck. The lips of the righteous know what is acceptable, but the mouth of the wicked what is perverse. Right? The mouth of the wicked what is perverted. Yep. When you're righteous, you know what's good. And if you're not, you know what's bad. So, there you go. We highlighted lots of stuff in here. Let's go over our highlights just to pound them into you. Treasures gained by wickedness do not profit, but righteousness delivers from death. Alright, this is important. If you cheat somebody, you'll be found out. There's no profit in that. Okay? Some people are just not wicked, okay? I'm not capable of being wicked. I never have been. And this is a very simple statement in number 3. I like it. The Lord does not let the righteous go hungry. Yeah. God will always feed you no matter what. If you are righteous. Okay. And we highlighted 4. A slack hand causes poverty, but the hand of the diligent makes rich. Okay. Do nothing, you get nothing. Okay. And you can't complain if you get nothing when you didn't do anything. Okay? Nobody owes you a living. We highlighted 7. The memory of the righteous is a blessing. Right? But the name of the wicked will rot. I mean, you remember some wicked people in history because they were so unbelievably wicked that they're an object lesson to everybody else. But the good people stand out. And we highlighted 12. Hatred stirs up strife, but love covers all offenses. What did Jesus say? A new commandment I give you that supersedes all the other commandments. Love one another. Including your enemies. Love one another. It's just that simple. It covers all offenses. You know, you think about some of these old 60s groups, you know, the Beatles. They weren't too far off when they said, all we need is love. Right? There's a lot of songs in the 60s about all you need is love. And God, right? God is love. So, all you need is God. Makes sense? Makes sense. And I highlighted this one word. And over here is discerning. Discernment and understanding kind of go hand in hand. Discerning is being able to tell good from bad. Okay? And sometimes if you have the gift of discernment, you can look at somebody and tell if they're a good or a bad person just by looking at them. All right? Or situations and stuff. That's where wisdom is found, in discernment and understanding. Okay? We highlighted 17. He who heeds instruction is on the path to life. He who rejects reproof goes astray. Now, I just had another thought. We could actually use verse 17. I'll have it over here too. Say, he who reads and studies his Bible is on the path to life. He who does not goes astray. Is that saying the same thing? I think it is. You know? This Bible has been considered, you know, God's instruction manual. It's God's word. You know, that's why I study it every day. I've studied the Bible more in the last year and a half than I have in the last 57 years as a Christian. And I've gained more wisdom in the last 2 years than I have. And I find myself very regretful that I didn't study the Bible more in my youth. You know, if I'd have read Proverbs every day when I was 20, the difference it would have made in my life is absolutely astounding. So if you're young and you're listening to this, pay attention to Proverbs. It will change your life. It will bring you riches and honor. Wisdom does that. Okay. He who heeds instruction is on the path to life. That's Bible. That's instruction, right? And we highlighted 19. When words are many, transgression is not lacking. But he who restrains his lips is prudent. Or wise, it says over here. Sometimes in the word for word, New American Standard, it's clearer than the ones who change it around. When there are many words, wrongdoing is unavoidable, but one who restrains his lips is wise. Right? If you talk too much, you're going to get in trouble. It's better to keep your mouth shut. Okay? There's my own version in modern English. If you talk too much, you're going to get in trouble. Keep your mouth shut. That's prudent. It's wise. Prudent is the same as cautious, okay? Yeah, he who restrains his lips is cautious. It's a good one. Remember to keep your mouth shut. When I write these myself after I'm done with them, that's going to be near the top. Keep your mouth shut. Be humble. One of the most important things is fear the Lord, be humble, keep your mouth shut. We highlighted 22. The blessing of the Lord makes rich, and he adds no sorrow with it. Right? You can be doing well, okay? If you're a Christian and you have wisdom and discernment and the Lord has blessed you, there's no guilt in that. There's no sorrow in that. You know? That's good. What's it say? And toil adds nothing to it. Right. 23, we highlighted. It's like a sport to a fool to do wrong, but wise conduct is pleasure to a man of understanding. Right. I delight in doing the right thing, okay? There are people who delight in doing the wrong thing. They think it's fun. All right? But like it says up here, you know, he who rejects reproof goes astray. Perverts his ways will be found out. That the wicked will come to rot. Slack hand causes poverty. Right? Treasures gained by wickedness do not profit. Right? You think he's got a message here? Yeah, it's like sport for a fool to do wrong. General theme here, huh? You do bad stuff, not going to end well for you. What the wicked dreads will come on him. And these people are always afraid of being caught, too. They're always afraid of being caught. You know? And a lot of time when these people loot these stores and I got all this stuff, but throwing it away because the guilt just overrides them. And they don't want to be caught with it. Okay? And that's the wicked dreads will come upon them. Sooner or later. Okay, we highlighted 25. I'll highlight the rest of that. When the tempest passes, the wicked is no more, but the righteous is established forever. Okay? There's a storm coming, and it's going to sweep all the bad stuff away. If you got a good foundation, you know, Jesus is the rock, my foundation. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. You'll be established forever. Like vinegar to the teeth and smoke to the eye, so is the sluggard to those who send him. If you're a person and you send a lazy person to do a job, and you know they're going to mess it up, it's like vinegar to your teeth and smoke to your eyes. It's just, you know, it's like finding a bad employee. Finding a good employee is a lot harder than you think. I highlighted 27. The fear of the Lord prolongs life, but the years of the wicked will be short. All right? Fear of the Lord prolongs life. There's a note over here. Days. And I like 28. The hope of the righteous ends in gladness, but the expectation of the wicked comes to naught. Comes to naught. I still like that. Comes to naught. Nothing. And we highlighted 29. The Lord is a stronghold to him whose way is upright, but destruction to evildoers. Right? The Lord is destruction to evildoers. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. So, we took a little longer than usual today, but there's good stuff in here. You know? Any questions? Let me know. That's just good stuff. In our Through the Bible in a Year series, we are starting Deuteronomy today. Moses is still around, and they're still doing stupid stuff. God has killed most of the entire generation, and they still complain. Man alive, it's crazy. But we'll find that out later on today. Catch up on any of these you may have missed. We want to be wise. Remember, stay humble. Keep your mouth shut. Be wise. See you next time.